Once upon a time, in a small town named Clarksville, Mayor David Reeder and Chief of Police Jeff Ross were having a wonderful time, running the town and keeping the peace, but little did they know, their peaceful days were about to come to an end. A new resident, named Johnny, moved into town, and from the very beginning, he seemed off. His eyes were dark and empty, and he had a sinister smile that never seemed to fade. Mayor Reeder and Chief Ross were investigating some strange occurrences in the town when they stumbled upon evidence that pointed directly at Johnny as the culprit, but when they tried to apprehend him, he disappeared without a trace. Days turned into weeks, and weeks turned into months. Mayor Reeder and Chief Ross thought that maybe Johnny had left town for good, but they were wrong. One dark and stormy night, Mayor Reeder was working late at his office when he heard a sound coming from the shadows. He turned around to see Johnny, a crazed look in his eyes and a knife in his hand. Chief Ross received a distress call from Mayor Reeder and rushed to the scene. But it was too late. Johnny had already fled, leaving behind a crime scene that was drenched in blood. From that moment on, Mayor Reeder and Chief Ross were on the run, as Johnny began to stalk them and hunt them down. They tried everything to shake him off their trail, but no matter what they did, Johnny always seemed to be one step ahead of them. As the days passed, their nerves frayed, and their once peaceful town was thrown into disorder. But through it all, Mayor Reeder and Chief Ross never lost their resolve to bring Johnny to justice. In the end, they never did find Johnny, but the memories of that dark and stormy night continued to haunt them, reminding them of the evil that can lurk in the shadows, waiting to strike.